Welcome all. Welcome everybody. Hopefully some people will pop in here shortly. I didn't post this that much in advance, but that's usually the way I do, more of a pop-up chat that I'll stick maybe in a pop-up, probably post it like an hour before. But hopefully a few will drift in here in a minute. I have got the yesterday, right when the show started last night. I heard a knock on the door, and it was my Lee press from Classic Turret from Amazon. It was brand new in the box, and I got it. I had it on the bench last night. I showed it once or twice in the show. I'm really impressed. For you lurkers out there, hope you're having a good day. I lurk too sometimes. I don't always type in the side chat. But I know I learned that from Brutal Bob. He said he lurks one time, a long time ago. And hey, afternoon, Colt. Afternoon, Michael. Hurtnick. Good to see you, brothers. Both of you guys. Yeah, I was disappointed last night that I didn't get the press set up in time. But me and Vallejo got to talking to the side chat so much. When the show ended, he said, let's talk about 40 next time, because that was the title of the show. 40 SNW, one of the topics. So I apologize for that. Sometimes the show kind of goes where it goes. I do like playing shows most of the time, but it's sometimes just best to go with the flow. But yeah, I got it. Die's already set up, and I'll tell you one thing, my observations, my first impressions, it is one tight ram. They really got that ram tight. Let me run through the side chat here for right quick. Got Colt with us, 1927. Hope you're doing well. Michael, good to see you, Michael. Russell, hey, man, across the pond. Good to see you. Durham, England is where my grandmother's great, so many greats I can't even count, came from Durham, England. I don't know much about that after that, but I discovered that actually online, Russell. Let's see, Vay's Place. Hey, Elliot, gay first like, but slow on time. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. But thank you, Vay, for being here. I really appreciate it. Good to see you too, Russell, man. Good to see you, Michael. Let's see, who else? That's it, outside of Nightbot and me. But appreciate you guys all jumping in here today. I actually, my thumbnail, I didn't realize I created it. I kind of took a screenshot here the other week on a video a live I was doing. And it just occurred to me yesterday, I can't even remember now. And it says on there, and I actually did the Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I thought, hey, that'd be a good post for a thumbnail. And then I got to thinking a while ago, I said, well, they may think that's just a posting for Wednesday night. So I kind of put on our live today in the description, or, in the main post. So hope there was no confusion on that. Let me see. Hang on, let me move the camera over, even though I don't, so I can highlight you guys. Let's see. No talks. Freaks, no free. Well, I might be wrong on that one. No frills, no mercy. Thank you for dropping in. Blessed to crochet. Morning. Thank you for dropping in. Rebecca, she crochets. My mother used to do Afghans and stuff. I got a ton of them here right now in the closets, both closets, my bathroom and my living room. My mother would sit all day long doing that stuff. She could do doilies, and then she just mostly made those big old throws, you throw over a sofa. All colors, too. But thank you for dropping in. It's good to see you ladies. I appreciate it. Most of my followers are guys, but it's great to start getting a little bit of a mix here and get you ladies in here. And I try to keep the chat clean, and we talk about a number of things sometimes. Maybe I'll end up doing a homestead prepping show maybe soon too. Kind of hopefully appeal to a mixed audience. But I appreciate each and every one of you here. Blessed to crochet. I like that name. Let's see. The other one, I don't know what that, I guess no freaks, no frills, no mercy. I could be wrong on that. But thank you all for being here today. I don't think I've ever posted one at 1. I may have did a few. I usually post around 2. I didn't want to go late. I got so much to do. I still got to get the rest of my parts down for the car. I got 2 attic fans I got to return back from Home Depot. One they shipped. It looks like it was open and banged up a little bit, scratched. Someone return it. So, but I need to get off my butt. But this press has got me sidetracked because I want to stay here and mess with it and load on it because it's my new toy. Good morning, Hobo. Appreciate you dropping in, Hobo. Missed you last night. Typically, Hobo comes in during the day. Good to see you, brother. Hope it's good there in Canada. I used to think California or California. But I was actually got my dose a little bit ago of war news in general off of YouTube, and then sat there and listened to a little rock and roll. So I did a mix this morning for the show. Kind of wanted to see what was going on. Let me see. Drop 1776. It'll drop your link, and we'll check you out. I'm probably subbed to you. I may be subbed to you. Let me see if I am. Blessed to Crochet. With my pop out now, I can actually go to your channel during the show. I'm doing the setup a little different. Nope, I'm not subbed. 626 subscribers, 224 videos. She has, let's see, I see a guitar, a dog, recipes. Yeah, I like that. Broccoli slaw. Wow. I love to grill and cook, too. I'm going to sub you, man. I know I'm more, reloading, shooting content, but I'm still going to do the homesteading, prepping stuff, too. So there's a sub. And I'll do set the bell to go off. And thank you for coming in. Let me, I like this pop-up. It makes everything seamlessly kind of work here. I can go right to your channel and sub you. Good to see you, though, Vay. Hope you're doing well. And I have good days, bad days myself at times. I mostly have bad days of typing in here in the dark because light blinds me. My cooking is at the TV dinner level. Yeah. I don't do a lot of, I do sometimes the microwave. I've been doing on my smoker, Austin XL pellet grill. I need to do more veggies. I typically do meat. So I buy meat. I bought a food saver here a few weeks ago. So I've been getting at Ingles. I buy cube steak, whatever steaks for $5 or $6 off. I usually buy, and now I'm actually sealing it. And before I do foil and, put it in a Ziploc bag and stick it in the freezer. So that's kind of new to me on the vacuum sealer. And also I can vacuum seal ammo. So, but I've been cooking more. And I look back on it now. I wished I'd have bought the Onyx edition at Walmart. For you all interested in pellet grills, check out that Onyx grill. That thing is 5-degree increments. I don't think it's Wi-Fi. I could be wrong. But it's built better. I could have bought that last year, but I couldn't. I didn't want to put it together, lazy me, so I got my daughter and her husband to come and pick up my Austin XL and put it in the truck, and they brought it here and took it out of the truck. They said it was awkward to do with it, assembled. So, but I love cooking on that grill. Boy, the meats just taste, wow. Not as smoky as a green egg, or Pit Boss, but pretty good. And I may get me, like I said, what is it called, a pellet tube, to give it a little bit more smoke. So, but great to see you all. I'll turn it on the shortly here when I get through talking and call you all out, and I'll do a little loading on the die. I'll explain. I've already set I haven't always set the dies. I've got one die set up, so I'll set those up, and if I do anything, it'll be a dummy round, of course. Coat says I vacuum seal. Let's see. I vacuum seal my out of print books. Oh, wow. I like books. I collect a lot. Roommate one time years ago, probably 7 or 8 years ago, and he's coming back here in another month or two. He said, I need this shelf in his room because he was putting food on it. I don't allow food in the bedrooms. I mean, you can eat in there, but no storage. And I got it out, and I said, I need it for books. He said, you got a lot of books. I said, yeah, I used to collect them. I got all kinds of PC books, car repair books, construction books, Reagan books, I think Rush Limbaugh, John Lennon, Elvis Presley's book that come out, Elvis, What Happened. I got a whole bunch of them. And I used to read a lot at one time. But thank all you guys and gals. When I say guys, I mean ladies too. Sometimes I may just say guys. Strange how we refer to everybody now as guys, huh? But thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed the stream last night with Viejo. And we should have covered the 40 because that was the title, but I felt the flow was going okay, so I just let it alone. Let it go. But we're going to do a lot more 40 discussion. I'm going to get more info on the web, and we'll do some comparisons of the feet per second that it does, the foot-pounds of energy, et cetera, et cetera. And you guys that reload know what I'm talking about. For the others, you have to research it. But I remember Vaya said she wouldn't mind learning reloading. It's a good skill to have, especially in bad times. It's getting more expensive. Parts are. Like this little Lee I recommend, it's a turret press. Now, typically for a beginner, you would think, well, they don't need to do 4 stations because it can get confusing. No, you can use it as a single stage. You can automatically index it. You can do it by hand, and you can use it as a single stage. And then you can also, when you want to, you can pump out a lot more rounds. But I like it that I don't have to. I'm getting arthritis more so in my body. And I just got to thinking, and the procedure of the Lee and all that way I do it is easier on me than a T7 because it just moves by itself. And I may eventually do it manual too sometimes, of course, for 308 or something. But it is nice. I noticed I lubed the ram with Vaseline and a little oil, motor oil, and I noticed a little silver metallic oil around the ram. So I realized that they wouldn't blast it out that good. And no surprise, because it's a budget press somewhat. So I got it after doing it last night, doing that to it. I took it out a while ago and sprayed it with, I'm out now. I buy this at Walmart. WD-40 contact cleaner, safe for plastics and most aluminum and stuff. I use this sometimes to clean the AR bolt guns, and I use it to clean dies, and I used it on the ram. So I blasted the ram out to try to get from the bottom and the top. Took the oil out, of course, and grease, and then I re-lubed it, hoping to get, because that metal in there, you keep doing it, it'll wear the hole a lot larger. I tend to do that to presses. I took the T7 when I got it years ago, and I took it totally apart, and it had a little oil on the linkage, and I actually took a resin tacky and put on it and blasted it out and greased it up where it would last several years. Let's see who all's there here. Anybody new jumped in? But good to see you, no frills and no mercy. Thank you for dropping in. It's always good to see new people. I really appreciate you taking the time a day, no matter how long you stay. I appreciate you dropping in. I don't always stay to other people's chat. Sometimes I got things going. I'm in and out. And I was playing, who was I playing? I had one going this morning, a few hours ago, and I was in and out. And I did one last night after my show ended. I jumped in Pest Hunter. Yeah, I jumped in and said hello, I think, to them. But unfortunately, I got to the end of the show. Because it says, 1776 face typing. Yeah, appreciate all of you being here. And I know Echo used to tell me, I did a prepping show once a little bit, and all my audience just almost disappeared. At least half of them. He said, we don't need to talk about that. I said, well, I want to talk about it in the future, because I think it's important. I don't just want to continuously talk reloading, but of course I'll mix it, But I do it all too. I got, I'm going to presently do some Mylar bags in a 5-gallon bucket. So I've got pinto beans in mason jars. And I got to get a jar sealer for plastic one. You can put brownies in a mason jar, put the little sealer on it, put the hose of the food saver, and vacuum the jar down. And I hear that vacuum brownie will last like 1 to 5 years or something. Long time. You wouldn't think that. And I'm going to buy that adapter. I do have the hose that come with it. Bought it at Costco here a few weeks ago. So good to see you, Ray. Reloader 762. He's a caster and a reloader and a shooter. Of course, if we reload, we shoot. That's what got me into it. Actually, was the buying the ARs originally 10 years ago. I realized even then I said I can't afford the ammo. If I want to, put back some for SHTF, etc., that I needed to reload. And back then, powder, and I think the last time I bought primers, I bought them right at COVID, $35 or $32 for a 1,000 small rifle. Which, boy, I wish it was that price now. But it seems like every time we turn around, our materials are going up, our raw materials and all that. Reloader said, make sure to press in the detent ball on the turret head and lube it. I did that reloader. I did the ram with the Vaseline. I did the shaft where it twists. I rubbed that down with my finger. Kind of got it lube going through the plastic. I actually did a few drops of oil in the turret head. I didn't know about the ball, but I'll take the head out. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, on the turret head. Yeah, I'll do that. I was looking for, since last night, my super lube. It's white and clear and has PTTF or something like that in it. And I misplaced it here the other day. So far, I can't locate it, not even in my gunsmith boxes. And I'm still looking for it, believe it or not. Like I said, I lose things like run around with my head cut off. I got so much going on in here, and it's kind of crowded too. I'm still pondering closing in my garage. I still have dreams of that, but I'm kind of torn between a wood burning stove in there and a big giant living room, big screen, or turn it just into a workshop. Maybe wood on one side and then reloading on the other side. But we'll see. Right now, I can't do it. Got too many expenses. Russell says they let you have reloaded on rifle ammunition on your. Oh yeah, I have, Russell. Yeah, I did some 308 on it. I did 223. I did very little 308. I did that on the 308. I used to do it on the Forester coax, and I did 308 on the Big Boss 2 single stage C-type press. And let's see what else. Yeah, but I do quite a bit of 223 5.56 on the T7, and I have issues, health-wise in my spine, up T9 and 10 in my mid-back. And to be honest, the turret was kind of wearing on me. The T7, having a click, click, click. I may get the upgrade kit from there in Anniston, Alabama, Creedmoor Sports. I may get the upgrade kit for that T7 because the guy, I forget who it was last night, said that upgrade kit made their T7 run just smooth as silk. But right now, the way it is from the factory, even if you lube it, it's clunk, clunk, clunk. But I love the idea that this little Lee advances the way it does. Got somebody text me. I wonder who that is. Probably some sale. Let's see. Okay. Doctor's appointment reminder. NA sale, AR15discounts.com. They got some good sales. Actually, I think that's where I bought my 15-inch. Yeah, it is. I bought my 15-inch R1, Aero Precision R1 M-Lock rail here a few months ago. And let me see. When resizing let me highlight you, Russell. When resizing on the T7, do you ever notice the head tilt? Oh, yeah, it always does. Yeah, well, my understanding of the T7 is that Redding designed, they knew it tilted like that because of the bushing in it, and it was designed that way, and they kind of compensated for the round would still be straight. A lot of people think if you load on it because that tilting head that your ammo comes out wrong. I have not found that to be true. I have did 223 5.56. I have half a thou run out concentricity on 223 5.56 range brass. Believe it or not, on the T7. So that tilt just you have to allow for it. Don't worry about it, supposedly. I don't have an issue with it. But some, if I was doing rifle, I would do more so on the Forester, probably, or the Big Boss. And this, Echo used to do and that's kind of the reason I got to getting it to him and Uncle Jim. He used to do 308 on the Lee Classic Cast turret. And he would have like a half a thou run out on 308. He would do those cartridges. I think you manually turn it then, if I'm not mistaken. But It's affordable. The heads are 12 to 18 bucks, 18 on Amazon. I've got 2 heads. It was actually in a box last night, and I didn't know it until the show got over. I've got it right here, the second one. So I'll set one up for 40, set one up for 9. And I love the idea of that because I haven't been able to do that in 10 years because I can't afford the heads on a T7. But these little rascals right here, oh, yeah. Here, I'll show you. Some of you that don't know what I'm talking about. There is the backside of it, 4 holes threaded where your dies go. It sets in the press and it rotates either manually or automatically. So these are cheap. And I'll look for that detent ball. Apparently it's inside the press. I also had to tighten up one of the rods on it. The front one was loose. You could even see it. So I kind of snugged it a little bit. I don't have the auto drum yet. I haven't ordered it yet. I do have the upgrade handle coming. I think it'll come here hopefully by Monday. M. Gabriel, what is up, brother? 8 weak point of turrets. They should able to clamp that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't really worry about. Like I say, I don't really see the difference somewhat. I mean, I know there's a difference because I've seen MacMan do on his area. Was it 419 press, 0 press? His concentricity is better on it than on the T7. So I know there's a little issue there like that, but you still get good rounds on it. And Echo used to get good rounds on the Lee turret. And now the Lee head is loose, but the Lee head, once you go up, it moves up and it locks in. So that doesn't matter. The 650 has kind of a loose head. Now you can buy a CNC Narvo, I forget the name of it now, how you pronounce it, but they do upgrades. You can actually get a head that is tight on a Dillon 650. So I'm really excited about this Lee. And it's not like the eBay version that I couldn't even use. Boy, it's tight, though. It's a good, firm, I'll say this, boy, they make their ram to their press. The fitment is very tight. And hopefully I got enough of the metal. If I still keep seeing little bits of metal, I'll blast it out because I'm almost out of my contact cleaner. I'll go back. I get all my stuff at Walmart, excuse me. You get this right now, WD-40 is into everything. And contact cleaner, I think it was years ago, a guy teaching class where they used a contact cleaner. I spray this down the barrel in the boat carrier group and all that. So I'm out and I'm going to get it. WD is in everything though now. Gel, garage door, contact cleaner, and it's affordable at Walmart. Way affordable than the gun branded stuff. Check that stuff out. WD-40 line at your local Walmart. For you people in the USA. I'm not sure Walmarts are over in UK. Maybe. I'd assume plenty good for pistol. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna I'm gonna test load some 308 eventually on the Lee Classic Cast. Definitely just to see what it does. Russell says, if you were reloading 308, when would you use the Lee turret or the T7? Was a choice only between those 2 presses. I've been on the T7. I like the T7. I've used it a lot of years. I would probably do the Lee turret for a while. And that's just because I got bored with one press. I've got 5 presses now, and I'm an idiot. I need to sell some of them, but I don't want to get rid of them. The Forster's good for precision rounds. The Georgia Camp Perry here in Georgia shooting military, they use a Forster coax to do their rounds, believe it or not. Armstrong Adventures, what's up, Bill? Thank you for dropping in, man. So I don't want to get rid of the Forster. I have had it for sale on High Boys Forum. I kind of changed my mind. I kind of don't want to get rid of the Big Boss 2 because it's a really good fitment and less play than my T7. Everything's less play. The linkage is tight on it. The ram is just smooth as silk and no movement. The T7, I have a little bit of ram movement, but I typically put the Vaseline on it and it stops it. It literally fills in the imperfections and just makes it rock solid, so it doesn't move at all. You wouldn't think that. You could probably use red and tacky too. So, but I think I got the Vaseline from Echo, and boy, does it works. It'll make that round. If you got a little bit of play, it'll take it out on your press. So, Bill is Armstrong Adventures is a travel channel. guys. Check him out. Matter of fact, my daughter told me here a few weeks ago, I don't know if she'll go through with it, say she's going to go on a cruise. I told her, be careful. Watch out for strangers and don't go near the edge. I said, a lot of people fall off them things. I had a friend, he used to go on the ship a lot. And I mean, we're talking for weeks. I think he did some kind of conference on them or something. He was a speaker, former military, former special forces at one time. He's in his 70s, almost 80 now, and that guy looks like 60 years old. He's down there. I met him in a pool years ago. He's got 17 acres down the street from me where I used to live in 86. He's got a horse farm, about 20 horses, and he boards horses and all that stuff. And he used to go to cruise ships. He actually offered me a free cruise, and I kind of was busy doing things and never made it. But he did buy two, not condos, but two efficiencies at Daytona Beach. First he bought one, then he bought another one. A few weeks ago, he invited me down, and I said, my car's not ready. I was hoping it'd be ready by May, but it is not. And it's got air conditioning and, cruise control. So I told him, I said, well, I don't want to get down there and get stuck and have to, depend on him and use his car. So I put that on hold. Russell says, I use a Reading Ultra Mag press mainly, but I fancied trying a turret press. Yeah, I actually mentioned last night, we were talking about, somebody mentioned 50 BMG. I says, it made me think of the Reading Ultra Mag. That does 50 BMG. That's a big press. I think you can reload anything on that thing, of course. I know the turret Lee is limited, but I do know you can do 308 on it manually because Echo did. Let's see, probably fine for everything but bench rest competition loading. Yep. I probably would try it then just to see. But if I was going to do bench rest, I'd probably do the Forester or the Big Boss 2, to be honest. I would do the turret just to kind of compare, definitely. It's good to see you, Armstrong. M. Gabriel is with us. Russell from across the pond. Colt 1927 has joined us. Appreciate you being there, Colt. We got 10 on. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Reloader 762. He's up here in another state above me. I'm northeast Georgia. And make sure the press, yeah, I'm going to definitely lube that detent ball. I'm glad you mentioned that because I didn't know. Elvis fan for life, blessed to Crochet does. I'm a big Elvis fan. I just toured last year, Graceland, had a semi-private tour. My daughter's got the best pictures because I messed up the panorama pictures on my phone. And I told her, I said, if you got them on the cloud, I want to send you a thumb drive and I want you to download it on there, and I want the full resolution of those pictures. I want to eventually go to Sam's and get them on canvas or something and put it on the wall as art. Like I'd love to have a picture of his Ed Sullivan shoes framed. That says it all right there. Because those shoes are famous. That was the ones he appeared on Ed Sullivan. Presley's kept everything. They never threw nothing away because they were they were around in the Great Depression like my family was. My aunt had more memory of the Great Depression. My mother, she was younger, so she didn't. But my aunt would tell me stories about it. Ronnie says, I can run 30-06 on my Lee turret. No problem. Okay, wow. Yeah, I was thinking South Carolina, but yeah, North Carolina. Reloader 762 is. Yeah, see, so you can reload on it. But I definitely would load it. The Echo had a good, very low concentricity when he did it. He compared his and I think Curtis Long sent some on a rock chucker. I may be wrong on the press. One time we did a show on concentricity and Echoes, he did another show and it was amazing. The concentricity was very little on the classic Lee turret. And you wouldn't think that with the head movement, but you got to remember that head locks up once you raise the ram on it. Let's see. Blessed to Crochet, I would be glad to have you on my channel for a discussion about, oh, thank you. You humble me. I'm honored. Yeah, I like I seen, when I held his nail suit belt, I got pictures of me holding that on the left side of Graceland. I was in a room. One time was at the garage area somewhat. Yeah, it was the garage area. One time, of course, a long time ago, in his early days. I seen his Colonel Parker's brown leather bag that he carried around. The lady, she walks you around, tells the group, it's only like 10 of us or 12, and she runs around, and when she goes, you got a headphone on, and she tells you the history. I think I told her some history. I forget what it was now. I did meet Vester Presley in 1979, 2 years after Elvis passed away. It was still a house. Digger, or was it Digger or Dodger? Dodger, I think her name was. His grandmother was still living there, and so I couldn't go in the house. I just walked by the grave at that time. So, but Vester was nice. He was real nice to me. I actually did have his autograph, and my ex-wife took it when I went through my divorce in 1983. So, our treasured home, hello, afternoon to you. Thank you for dropping by. She does live streams and stuff. Check her out, guys and gals. Great to have some of these ladies jumping in here. A lot different than it used to be. I really appreciate you ladies coming in here. We will definitely. All right, there's Quint. Almost missed you. Quint Nelson's with us. Appreciate you coming in, Quint. He was with us last night. What channel? How did you find out about the stream? And did you come from MacMan or maybe Viejo's channel, or did you just stumble onto us? I'm curious about that sometimes because I see new people pop in, but I don't really know where they came from. But I appreciate each and every one of you here. But he was with us last night. Hobo, he commented here on the thing last night, said he just missed it. It's always good to see Hobo, Hobby's Hobo. He's a good guy. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some 308 on the classic. I got a 30-06 rifle. I sold a lot of stuff off. A 35 Remington, brand new, 2007 model, I think. 35 Remington lever action Marlin. But I think before Remington got it, right when they bought it, I sold Ruger 308 American rifle. Sold several Savages off. I got in this buying spurt. I'd buy a gun, not like MacMan does, but I would buy a gun here and there, a rifle. I ended up trading in a few for that Precision Tikka, and I got rid of the Tikka. Tikka Tac something, 308 24-inch barrel. Wished I hadn't got rid of it when I look back on it, because that would have been a good precision rifle. No frills, no. I'll say freaks because I don't know. No frills, no mercy. Your live yesterday popped up, so I popped in to say hi. I'm from Scotland. Oh, great to have you. I haven't had anybody, I don't think, from Scotland before. Mac, now he's from Wales. He's on my show Wednesday night. Typically, he was busy last night on meeting the Mac officials. He's getting his third tool truck up and running. Oh, okay. Quint Nelson, I came across you, Elliot, through Devil Dog. Okay, Eddie, yeah. Okay. I've never really asked that, but it's good to know, yeah. Yeah, I hadn't been over there. I haven't seen Belt Loop stream in a while. I go over and I'll check, so I don't know what's going on. He was streaming quite regular there. I went on his panel a time or two, and I've been on Devil Dogs once or twice to say hello to the guys. Good people, good guys. But when Devil Dog, I don't know if he's still streaming. I hadn't been over lately, but I'll go over and check and see. Also called YouTube Police. That's Belt Loop. I think he has 2 channels, maybe more, a cooking channel. But yeah, appreciate you coming from over there, man. It's good to know. Let's see, highlight Blessed to Crochet. I still have family in Scotland, and my grandmother was born and raised in Scotland. My mother was born in Scotland. I think we got some Scottish in us, English, Scottish, and who knows, supposedly German. And my uncle, he's passed away since 92. He said we had some Scottish in us. And so most likely I got that in me. I never took a DNA because I don't want my DNA in the system. So I've never did a thing to find out where my background comes from. 11 likes. Hit the thumbs up, please. Yeah, appreciate that. No frills, no mercy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got to get back over there with Devil Dog and Belt Loop. I missed their streams, man. They got a huge mix of ladies and people on their streams. I enjoy them, and they'll go for quite a while. I used to pop in. Ryan, I hadn't seen him lately. Sometimes he'll stream every week or two. But it's been a while since I've seen Ryan streaming. He's the one that helped me set up. Ryan's Variety was the one that helped me set up Nightbot here a while back because I don't know a lot about it. And I know it signed out, and I went in and signed back in it and got it to working. It quit working there for a while. So let me roll scroll up, make sure I haven't missed anyone. Let's see. Appreciate each and every one of you. I was going to actually switch this over here and, do a little dummy rounds here. And problem with me, when I get to talking to you all, I get a one-track mind, want to keep talking to you all. So, let me see. I'm Gabriel. Blessed to. Good to see Russell. I hadn't seen you in a while. Yeah, I think you're 5 hours ahead, I think 5 hours ahead of time, right, Russell? Heck, I can't remember now. Let me set up the, turn on my 32-inch $20 TV I bought. It's a Scepter from Walmart. I paid $20 on roommate sold it to me years ago. He's no longer here, but it helps me be able to load and look and talk to you all at the same time. I'm going to load a few dummy rounds and sit here. I can't stay long today, but I need to get off my lazy butt and I still got parts to take to that repair shop. I know he's not doing it right now, so that's why I'm not in that big of a rush. But bear with me while I change the camera angle. Let's see, I've got to prop it up. Probably on the monitor stand. Let me see. It's not going to get the tilt right. I've got it on a microphone stand. And I can, hold on. There we go. Let me see. Well, I keep getting in front of my own camera. I am touching the screen, trying to get the focus on the press a little bit better. There we go. Sorry, not the best position, but I don't have time to hook up my gooseneck. But thank you all for being here. Hang on, got to turn the overhead light on. And my chain broke the other day, so I've got to plug it in every time I want to turn it on. I do need lights. I need a few LED panels in here too. Now you can see better. Let me see the comments here. This is typically how I'm going to do it. I got the pop out. I learned to do the pop out last night. I'd heard about it. CW, long shot. Good to see you, CW. Thank you for dropping by. Hello, everyone. Can't talk. Let me highlight you, CW. Can't talk, but I'm listening. Got a couple of things to get done. Yeah, I got you, CW. I think I've got everything painted. I'm trying to think. I'm basically almost ready to take the parts down. I already took the motor here last week. But it's also hot and hadn't been getting out lately here. It's getting kind of warm here in Georgia. So let me see here. Edward Petty. Thank you for coming in, Edward Petty. Appreciate you dropping in. Got 15 on. Yeah, I got only one die set up. I think it's the sizing die. I'm going to order they got a new aluminum thing on eBay. I will order cheap stuff on eBay. And I know you can do electrical too for these lock rings. Sorry you can't see it that close. Let me see if I can zoom it in a little better. That's a little better. Let me see. Let me brace it on this and see if that's better. There we go. A little bit better angle, maybe. I think the tool is $8 on eBay. I may get it. It's aluminum. I don't want the I got this here. It comes with a press. If you get it just right, it will work. This little plastic doohickey. But man, this is puny. I'm gonna get the other one. Viejo, he made one with the electrical thing, and Andy 79Z28, I think, is one that talked about it here a year or so ago, using it on these new. I used to call these finger killers, and I took the Viejo said you could take the O-rings out, so I did. And I tried to put them back in, can't get them back in now. But this is 40 S&W. Starline brass is what I'm doing right here. Already primed on the RCBS Auto Bench Primer, ABP primer, that thing is perfect. I did prime on here, and it works. I can't prime too good on this T7, believe it or not. On the press, kind of stinks. I can't prime that well on the Reading, but I'll say one thing: so far this Lee, it primes perfect. No glitches, no hang-ups, or nothing. So I don't even prime on the press on the T7 or the Big Boss. To me, their system is not that great. It's kind of like an afterthought. Now, you can buy, I think, a $50 automatic with a little lever primer for the T7 and the Big Boss, but I'm not buying that. Let's see what Ronnie's saying. I have one of those sewing machine LED lamps mount. Oh, I need that too. Man, I know what you're talking about. On my turret press, works great. Yeah, and I'm half blind, especially in something black on the floor on a shelf. I can't see it. I have to have, even my phone case is purple because I can see the purple and red. I'd like to have a camo color, a bright orange phone, and I never lose it. Actually, on my keys, it doesn't sink, little old foam thing from Walmart. I can throw it in the water. So if I drop it in the yard, I can actually see the orange. So good to see you, Custom Screen Printing. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate you dropping in and saying hello. But I got the sizing, which, let's see, I kind of got to get used to this thing. I don't have one of the squares. I need to get a few of those because I hear they do break. I've got the number 19 Lee shell holder in. We'll size. The powder flare die, do not have a powder through die expander. I don't have it set up, so I got to set that up. So that's something I got to do. And I do that by feel and then checking on the bullet. I don't measure on it. Let me, let's see. Let me try it. Okay, I got to go halfway. I forgot about that. I got to learn to use the Lee a little different. So I'm not, got to leave the ram up so it don't index. Let me loosen this. Oh, I need to buy that metal tool. Apparently I got this tighter than I thought. So this little plastic thing, once you get it locked in, it will work, but you don't have no space on it, real estate to use it. Let me turn this down, and we're going to flare this. And I'm going to get that two-step Lee insert that Viejo has. Do you have that, CW? Have you got that two-step Lee insert yet, flare, for their powder through die? I know Viejo does. Let me try that. Nope. We're not loading, disclaimer, we're not loading live rounds here. It's just dummy rounds. Okay. I went ahead and did the sizing because I wanted to see how it was. And I saved these others to set up live. Or something to do on the show. Good to see you, Wayne. Appreciate you dropping in. Oh, there I am. I end up cycling it. Sure enough. I got to remember, don't go all the way down. Let me see. Nope. What I'm doing, you all, I'm setting the flare for the bullet to go in. And I do that typically by the feel with my fingertips. And testing it by putting the bullet in the thing. Okay, there I'm feeling some flare. So let's see if I can get it started. And I basically do this. If I can do that, which if it goes down in that, I'm usually good to go. But I definitely want that two-step insert from Lee. I think I can call them and end up getting it. I'm not going to put any rice in this today. I'm just going to go ahead and let's see. I got to go to, I've got to set the seating die up. Here we go on the seating. So we're going to the seating now. And let me see, raise it up, see what it does. Wasn't sure. Definitely probably not its right length. Oh, here we are. I left it the lock ring kind of where it was on the other press, but that don't mean anything every time. Wow, I do. It did work. I moved this over from the T7, and it's reading the same length, so it's ready to lock down 1.108 right now. I'll test fit that to see if that should fit in the EGW ammo checker. This little plastic thing is not good to work with. Okay. You got no real estate to grip it with. It will lock down in it, though. I'm going to buy that. Check that thing out on eBay. I think it's red or orange aluminum. I guess somebody designed it. I don't want no plastic 3D stuff for this, though. So we got that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just turn it manually for the, wait a minute. Got the seating right. Now we got to set the crimp up. Let me screw the crimp out just to be safe. I may have moved it. Let me see what it does. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm screwing it down now till it touches. Okay, I'm going to turn it probably a quarter to a half. Sometimes that goes to a half. I have turned it a half turn. Usually I'll put a mark on it with a marker, so I'll know what. I don't want a heavy crimp. Let me check the side chat here. John Paul, good to see you. Check him out. He does live streams. Wayne is with us. That's custom screen printing. CW is with us. I use NOE pieces that fit and work with the Lee. I haven't tried those ones that Lee makes now yet. Oh, okay. At NOE, I'll go check that out. I did hear something about them, but I'll check theirs out. Probably a little bit more refined, I would assume. Doing it. Coat, got to get a 8-pound jug of that rice powder for making dummy rounds. Yeah. Gotta. YouTube is strict. Got their rules and regulations. So we try to stay safe here. Let me see. I'm just rolling up, make sure I didn't miss any of y'all. Edward Petty jumped in. Appreciate you coming in, dropping in, Edward. Russell M. Gabriel Coat, CW. Good to see you too, CW. I appreciate you dropping in, man. Blessed 2 Crochet was with us earlier. Millsap Duo. I knew I probably missed somebody setting that die up. This is my first time setting up on this press, so I wasn't doing both at the same time, looking at the chat there for a minute. So y'all have to work until I get used to this. I'll be able to follow you. But I'm just now kind of get like I'm having a half cycle this thing, leave the round part of the way up to set it up. Good to see you though, Millsap Duo. Let's see, our treasured home. What did she say? Hello, that is funny, Elliot. They already have our DNA. Hello, when you go for blood work, what do you think they do with all that? Yeah, extra blood. Yeah, I won't do the DNA actual check, for genealogy or whatever they call it, because they supposedly government will supposedly request that sometimes and try to solve crimes. I'm the same way not doing. Yeah, see, Quint's not gonna. Yep. I definitely won't either. I'll stay out of that database, even though it would give me an idea of my ancestors. But I'll pass on it. Let's see. That's it. I got all of you. I'll occasionally take time if I don't look at the side chat, even though it's right in front of me here now. I'll scroll up. Hopefully, I don't miss anybody. It's kind of hard sometimes to do the tutorials and talk an awful lot to the side chat. So let me see the crimp here now. Let's see. It stopped. The die is still wiggling a little bit. I'm going to turn it about a quarter of a turn. There we are. Let me see how that is. Let me take a look at it, guys, with my glasses. Turn it a little more. Let me Let me get back to it. Let's see, powder through seat. Oh, I like this little press. It does its own thing. You don't have to worry about it. I don't have to use my left arm to turn the head all the time. Let me turn it a little bit more here. I'm not seeing much of a crimp yet. Okay. Let's see. I could have half cycled that. Let me see. Let me try the ammo checker. I'm using some of you know it, I'm using the EGW7 ammo checker, which also checks the, oh wow. Yeah. Perfectly flat right here. Right there. I know it's probably blurry somewhat, but yep, it passes. And apparently I took it out of T7 and didn't hit the ring off a lot. Got it real close. Okay, I can see the crimp. I'll test it too here. There's another way you can test this, and I'll tell you all about it. Some of you know about it. Let's see. Let me check the caliper, measure the length. I'm checking the overall length of the cartridge. 1.108. I'm going to push on the bench, the bullet, and this is hollow. There's no powder in it. It's a dummy round. I push real hard with my thumb. That way in a semi-auto, if it goes in a battery, you want to make sure you have no pushback. You don't want the bullet going back while you're shooting, you know. Nope, 1.108. And I see the little light crimp. So I would say that does it. If my thumb will hold up, I'd like to test it in the magazine, of course, and then measure. Let it cycle. Even the dummy rounds, I can cycle it manually, you know, through it. I'll test this probably in, no, I don't have the 40. My brother's got it because I sold it. I was thinking, mine's only 9mm. I got a 1911 9 and a M&P flat dark earth M&P 2.0 and 9mm. I want a 40. I missed my 40. I should have never sold it to my brother. It's a stainless steel aluminum Taurus PT 101. I still miss that gun. I carried that thing for 8 or 9 years. But that's it. This is I'm impressed for what it is and the amount you pay for this. This is about $195 on eBay. I paid, I think, on trying to think what I gave on Amazon for it. You got 30 days on Amazon and you get it and it's defective. You won't have to go through a hassle like on eBay seller does you, like what happened to me. You can turn around and do a label and no questions asked. As long as it's good, they won't give you a hassle. Some of you know the story. I bought one on eBay and they slammed me and claimed it was used. I used it and gave me 50% of my friggin' money back. And I gave them a bad review. And they probably took it off. But I just couldn't. I told them, I said, I tried it. I said, I couldn't use it because it wouldn't work. I said, your RAM was so tight, I couldn't even operate it. This is snug, real snug. But I'm glad. You can feel it slide. It is good and tight and firm. And like I say, I got the RAM lubed. And no play in the linkage. I wish I'd bought this years ago. Instead of all the other stuff. I don't regret buying the T7 or the Big Boss because I know they're good quality stuff. Let me highlight Ronnie here. I'm still using the original square ratchet that came with the press after 3 years. I bought a few extras. They got an orange or red one on eBay. You guys check that out. It's looks like it's kind of got two ways to go in and do the die. And it looks like it's made out of flat steel or flat metal. I don't know if it's CNC or what, but it's not plastic. I know you can do the ductwork tool, and I think Viejo put a handle on one, which is a great idea. Let's see. Wayne says, that cool, Elliot. Good job. Dale Pogue, good to see you, Dale. Rollis is with us. Rollis Carvelis. Afternoon, guys and gals. Appreciate each and every one of you today. DJ Play Nice has jumped in there. Good to see you, DJ. Thank you for dropping in. M. Gabriel, Reloader. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let's see. Yeah, I appreciate all you new people, definitely, for the past few streams jumping in. Matt kept telling us to get back in there, man. Stream. He said some of them will come back. And I had really got where I hardly ever streamed, you know. I got so sidetracked with the my car project, and then I got sidetracked with ordering I ordered a bunch of gunsmith stuff, and now I'm ordering attic ventilation stuff, and soon I'm going to paint the interior of the house and build a pass-through wall when my roommate gets here. He's a carpenter. He knows more about it. I'm not a carpenter. I can figure it out some, but I'm not good at it. But thank you all for being here. Edward Petty, all you guys. Dale's always with me. Appreciate that, Dale. I wonder what James Pollard he's doing down there in South Georgia. Where he's doing, man. Sometimes we're all busy and can't stay. I jump into some of these homestead communities. I'll say hello, and sometimes I'll leave it playing. I'll walk around the house and make my lunch, and I'll jump back. And sometimes I'll go back and watch TV. But I try to jump in there and say hello and hang in there and play their live stream song. Keep it playing. And something that I've noticed in the other communities, guys, that we don't do. At least I don't think we do it. They help each other out by playing not videos, but play their playlist. And they help each other's hours. They'll sit there and you can put it on the PC and just walk away and let it play for hours. It helps give them watch hours. It helps them get them monetized. We've never done that in the reloading community, surprisingly. But it's a good idea. I've discovered so many new things going to the other communities. I have stuff that I didn't even know about. Those square rates, it's about $1 each. I bought 6 extras, Ronnie says. Or Reloader 762. Michael. Appreciate you coming here, Michael. Michael, he's been with me since Echo. Dale been around a long time. Reloader 760 has been around a long time. I've enjoyed this today, this little thing. Yeah. I set the three dies up just now as we're talking or streaming. The sizer, I did take out the decapper because I decap everything. When I first started, because I don't decap when I'm loading the 9 or the 40. A few weeks ago, I was putting them on there and my powder was falling through, and I was wondering what was going on, and it was the shaft. I had forgot about it so I took it out on the Lee. It doesn't have the the expander. It's taken out. I decap with a Mighty Armory die on the Forester. I decap. I keep all the metal crud and primer crud off of my rams on the better presses, and the Forester's designed where it don't get on the rams. So that's what I do when it comes to decapping. Coat says he made a few videos today. I'll check them out. You all guys check out Coat's stuff. He's got good stuff. Check out CW's stuff. He's on the ball. Boy, he's releasing videos left and right. Sometimes I try to get in there. I'll definitely check more of your stuff out, CW. And I need to do more videos. I don't do enough, and it really affects my growth, definitely. It says, I have recently been spending a lot of time building up my playlist, making folders and such, so everything can be searched easily. Yeah, I've been doing that too. I have CW what they call a master playlist. And sometimes I put it in 2 lists. A master playlist, and I do it in the, like if I got a short, I put it in the master playlist, and I put the short in the short list. A lot of people don't know that. So those are good tips. And I learned them from everybody else. Haven't heard a thing, CW. I've said this a few times, when my car gets out, hopefully in 30 days, but at least 60 days, because he knew I wanted it this month. And I think he tried to play me about a month ago. He says, I'm getting it in a week or two. And when I took the motor the other day, last week, I said, well, when do you think you'll get it? And he says, hopefully the 1st of June. I said, okay. So I was wanting in May, and that's not coming true. That's not happening. But when I get it broke in, the story is when I get the thing, I got driven motor oil, break-in oil. When I get that broken in to get the rings broke in, I'll change the oil, drive it a little bit, break the rings in. When I get about 1,000 on it, I'm going to go see him. And you know what I'm talking about, CW. I think you'll go try to find him, in other words. Quint says, I have a Civil War musket with a ball stuck in the barrel. Any ideas how to get it out? It's a family gun that's been around. Yeah, go get you a, what is it, what do they call that? I can't even think of it right now. A dowel. Go get you a wooden dowel, whatever will fit down your barrel, the biggest you can get that'll fit comfortably, and ram it down the barrel. Get you a soft rubber mallet or something where it don't blow the wood to pieces, or any kind of hammer, and basically a bigger mallet would be better, and tap. and tap towards the either direction, but use a wooden dowel is what I would do. I've actually heard about that and seen that done. I've never done it, so try the wooden dowel thing, and that won't damage your your rifling and all that in it. So, hope that helps. And you can kind of probably look up, maybe do some searches, and it'll probably show the dowel. That's where I think, learned from it, or seen somebody do it, use a wooden dowel. I think that's what gunsmiths usually use. Raleigh says, I'll be listening with cleaning my rifle. Yeah. I've got to get my my Criterion core build. I still got to get fixed sights on it. I still got to get, I'm thinking about like $150 red dot for now. And I do need a rifle sling. And I can't wait to get out and try it. I haven't even fired it yet. But the upper's complete. I do need a boat carrier group. I'm going to borrow my boat carrier group out of my other AR Core 15 rifle. They're sold out of Florida. I bought it probably 2010. I can't remember. It's been a long time. And it was back too when the guns were going a little high during an election cycle. So, but I can't wait. I've always wanted the M-Lock, and I've always wanted a lightweight rifle. My other one has the A2 sight, a little heavier. It's a carbine length. Now I do all mid-length gas systems. They're softer shooting. But yeah, I noticed that, CW, you're talking about your content. Yep. I need to put some stuff out. I did do a little simple, and I didn't title it on this press, a little short. I didn't get hardly any hits. Typically, if I do a short, I get 400. And I went back today and titled it Lee Classic Turret Press. So if it don't do good, I ain't worried about it. I'll do another one and post it. But shorts kind of, boy, it'll draw a ton of views. Now, are they good views? Who knows? See what coat. They make an adapter that screws into the ramrod for removing them, adding a liquid for leading prior to using the screw technique. Okay. See what CW says. There is a CO2. I've heard of that can be used to remove the charged muzzle loaders. Interesting. Yeah. I've heard of the wooden dowel thing, but I never heard of those others. The CO2 sounds familiar to me. Let's see. Yeah, I hope you get it out. Let us know how it turns out, Quint. Next time you pop in on a stream. If I don't ask, remind me. Let me know how you get it out. You should be able to get it out with no damage, hopefully. Let's see. Me, I'll sit here and, take bullets out with primers in it. Some people, they say, no. I've heard they can fire, what they call I call it a whacker. It's like a hammer, and you actually take your, remove your bullet. You'll do a lot of that when you start out sometimes reloading. So I did some the other day on these rounds. I went through them and checked them, and I checked to see if the bullets are Acura 40 caliber S&W, 155 grain. My brother bought 500 of them. They are plated, so I actually, when I took these apart, I was wanting to see if I actually scratched up and damaged the plating. I did not, so that's a good sign. I can definitely see the crimp on this one from the other day. Yeah, it's a little shiny. I'll test. Let me see. Let me try this crimp one more time and see what it looks like. Yeah, I barely see. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, I barely see the light vein of crimp on it. I don't want to crimp heavy. It damages your brass, and you don't want to over crimp. Not a good thing to do. M. Gabriel says reverse screw attachment is for muzzle loaders. You can't use a dowel in a lot of muzzle loaders that are sealed breeches because you can only get in from one direction. Thank you, CW, for that, because I've never had a muzzle loader. I know Hasbro does that, muzzle loaders, builds them. But appreciate the input, man. Tech tip, guys. CW knows a lot more about varied reloading stuff than I do, or firearms. He's got some nice stuff, boy, older firearms and stuff, really cool stuff. I actually gave my roommate just passed. I haven't told you all that. Some of you may know it. I think I mentioned it, but he passed away, 79 years old, almost 80. I had a 22 rifle here that I was borrowed a couple years back for killing armadillos. Armadillos was attacking my foundation on my slab. I forgot about it, left in the closet, and his son was out here. I said, "Oh, I got a 22 semi-auto in the back there. I got to go get for you, Father." He didn't even know that his father had one. His father never told him much. It was a J.C. Higgins 22 LR, and the sides where the receiver was wood. And you could tell it was old. It had some surface rust because he kept it stored in plastic bags in a storage facility, which he should have used a sock and oil. And needed a little wood cleaning and oil and stainless steel wiped down to get the minor surface rust off. I offered him $200 for it, and he said, "Well, I'm going to see if my son wants it." So most likely his son wanted the gun, but it's an older 22. Boy, you can tell it. J.C. Higgins. I got a tent here, a canvas. I bought it at a thrift store probably 2007. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's J.C. Higgins, which it was, I think, from Sears. But had about 15 on here at one time. Appreciate you guys being here today. That's all I want to do, guys. I got to go. I need to make me some lunch. I've enjoyed sitting here chatting with you all. It's always great to connect, and I really miss hanging out. I've been streaming more lately, and a little bit more on the coffees. And check me out Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. MacMan039 Reloading will be with me. He's co-host. Occasionally we'll have special guests, VAHOs there. Hopefully we'll get Reloading from the Hot Pot on the panel sometimes. CW, you're welcome. Always open invite, which I usually say that to people. You're welcome to come in and promote what you want if you want to drop in a little bit. And it'd be great having you on, actually. But you do that at your own pace. I know there for a while you were going through some loss and issues, but something you never get over. But you're always welcome to come on the panel for a minute, man, or anytime and say something. Even on the coffee. I think I've had to see on the coffee, and you guys, the only one I know has jumped on is the Crazy Scotsman, or now the Scottish American. He jumped on one day, which surprised me. I appreciate that. Milsurp Duo, he jumped on here a couple of years back. We did a interview and a show of antique surplus rifles, me and him did. And that was probably 2 years ago, maybe longer. So anybody that wants to come on as an avatar too, you're welcome. Some are not comfortable, with showing their face. They want to do the avatar. Me, I feel opposite. I feel kind of weird, and I'm more comfortable with the avatar. I can sit back and slouch on the bench, and relax. And so I've done it a few times, during the day on coffee chats, but typically I feel kind of weird doing it, especially the whole show. So I typically let you, keep the camera on me. But thank you all for being here. God bless you too, Wayne. You have a great day. So I'm going to call you guys out like we always do. In the reloading community, in the shooting sports, we do this thing, and we got it from Georgia, most likely. Yep, I did. And Jamie, if you're listening, man, thank you for listening. Any of you guys lurking, guys and gals, I appreciate you even lurking. I'm here. Colt was with us. Michael Hurtnick was with us today. Good to see you guys. Russell was with us across the pond in the UK. Vay's Place was with us today. Colt 1927, of course. Sometimes I forget to say the 1927. I'll say no freaks, no frills, no mercy. Thank you for coming in. Somebody from Scotland. Thank you for dropping by. Check us out on Wednesday night. We'll have MacMan on. He is from Wales. And let's see. Blessed to Crochet dropped in today on this coffee chat. Unfortunately, I did drink my coffee right before the show, but hey, we'll call it coffee chat. Let's see. Michael Hurtnick was with us. Good to see you, Michael. I always miss you, Michael. Any of you regular guys been with me for several years? I miss you, man, when you're not here. Let's see. Nightbot's here. Vay's Place. She wants to learn reloading, and we could do a private thing we could do a private stream, Vay, if you're still listening, and we can do some beginner reloading tutorials. I assume that YouTube don't worry about the private ones. And Hobbies Hobo was with us. Good to see Hobo out of Canada. One time, I think, like I said California. I don't know why I thought that. Let's see. Who else here? Blessed to Crochet. I'm slowly getting it, guys. I am rusty from scrolling. Reloader 762 out of North Carolina. Appreciate you being here, Ronnie. M. Gabriel. Thank you for being here, M. Gabriel. Always good to see you guys. Warm Strong Adventures traveling channel, a cruise channel. He's a good guy. Check his channel out, guys. Just search. You'll find it. Warm Strong Adventures. He may have dropped the link earlier. Russell Quint Nelson from Devil Dog. Appreciate you coming over here, Quint. Great meeting him. And hope to look forward to seeing you from time to time. I know I get busy too and can't get to these lives sometimes. I need to jump over and say hello in Georgia more often. And sometimes at night I'm just doing this car mess and getting out on the road. I'm tuckered out. The truck's wearing me out. Straight shift, no air. I get out of the truck, I'm sweating. I wear typically a chill pad. And my car does have the R12 air in it, so I can't wait to get that car for the summer. That's why I want it. It's got air conditioning and cruise control and automatic. And our treasured home joined us. She's a great lady. Check her channel out. Tell everybody about her channel. Let's see. Quint Nelson, Russell. No Frills, No Mercy. Check them out, guys. Let's see. We're starting to get a diverse, more people. I'm glad of that from other areas. I appreciate each one of you ladies taking the time. I know this may not be an interest to all of you, but I do appreciate you dropping in. I do not take it for granted. Let's see. C.W. Longshot. Great to see him. He does a lot of reloading and casting too, which I got to get into shortly. If somebody hadn't bought my lead out down the street at the tire store. Edward Petty jumped in there. Appreciate Edward Petty coming in here. Let's see. Custom Screen Printing jumped in. His name's Wayne. Good to see you, Wayne. Hope if you're still listening. John Paul, P-O-L, jumped in. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello. DJ Play Nice. He got that, what do you call it, DJ voice, that radio voice. And it's funny, I did DJ back then when I was, 35 years old, I think. I think I was 35. 33 or something like that. I can't remember now. A lady taught me how to do it at the time. We were doing 33 records at the time. We weren't quite at the level of CDs at that point. So we basically had to turn a turntable backwards. I didn't have a radio voice, of course, but we basically just played music in the place. Rollis Carvelis joined us. Good to see you, Rollis. Thank you for dropping in here today. It's been a pretty good run today. Let's see. Our treasured home. Thank you for coming in. Hope I didn't miss anyone. I am still scrolling. It's been a lot longer stream than I actually wanted to go. Bob Masavo. He was with us last night. Appreciate you dropping in, Bob. That's someone new. I appreciate you being here. That's it, guys and gals. It's ran for 1 hour and 12 minutes and 40-something seconds. I'm going to call it quit and go get me some lunch and follow the news. And I've had a good time with you all today. And I'm coming back here in a little while, and I'm going to do some of this here because I can actually do it without being censored and getting my channel striked or anything. And I do like the press, and I'll keep you posted what I think of it, overall thoughts as I go. Thank you, Bob, for being here, man. I appreciate it. You guys make the show. I mean, I just sit and talk and kind of try to show you what little I know to, how I do it, about cleaning the RAM. I did notice the metal, I clean it, and hopefully it gives you all some ideas. I've learned a lot on YouTube from a lot of you guys, CW, Georgia, you name it, Highboy, Viejo, the things I've learned a lot over the years watching you guys. Listen to you talk. Casting's what I'm going to go to eventually when I get straightened out financially. I'd love to make my own bullets. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Quentin Nelson, Russell. Appreciate the Scottish guy coming here. Yeah, we had a good crowd, even two across the pond. That's great. You guys have here we go. I should at least look at you. And guys and gals, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thank you. We'll try to do a Friday. I might be a little busy. We'll see if we do a coffee. I got to take some more parts of the motor to the guy and the bends. It's his bends, and surprisingly, the front of the motor is really rammed. But a lot of braces on a sports car. It's a mess. Originally, I pulled it out of the shop and was going to do it myself, and I wasn't able to do it health wise. So, thank each and every one of you. Catch you on the next one, and we're going to close it down, guys and gals. Thank you for being here.